what today. I know someone asked me because that's because I am tired. Yeah, it might be laggy. I don't care. Um, well, we're gonna be looking at r/slash entitled parents today. This is gonna be fun because if you know r/slash, it's gonna be intense and fun. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Right. R/slash entitled parents. The most entitled parents you ever see. The most, let's say, um, demanding Karens. All right, let's start with our meals. Our meals should be free. My husband is in the military. So my husband. This is about another person. This is by Pinkley Rant. So my husband and I went out for dinner last night. I can't believe what actually happened. So we get seated. There is a family behind us with 30 little kids. A mom, a dad in uniform. Mom, dad, mom and dad were definitely letting kids run wild. They were actually running around the restaurant. I tried to judge, but definitely wouldn't happen in my house. So we were minding our business, having a good conversation until I hear roar of Karen. Shouldn't your email be free? It was free when we went to Applebee's. Do you not see my husband is military? I'm sorry, ma'am. We do not. You know what? I'm just gonna do my regular voice because it hurt my voice. We don't offer military discounts here. Well, you are getting no tip. Guess you hate this country. Karen's hungry. Babe, please don't do this again. Karen, let's go. As I got up, multiple people in the restaurant booed her. I think it's safe to say she won't be back. That was short. Yeah, waitress. I used to be a waitress 20 years ago, and it was similar. We had discounts, but we never had covered for meals of five. All right, that's one. That's one. We're going to probably cover about, I think, six. I'm not sure. Oh, we got a long one here. I already read this. Actually, r/slash tried. R/slash actually did this on entitled mother trying to steal my places. Entitled mother has people ready to kick her out of the daughter's way. Thrown in deep water. I'm gonna read the original post, and I'm gonna read the update. So, of course, this is posted by Thrown in Deep Water. I am your mother. I'm beginning lockdowns here in Germany. My mother came to me. Ugh. Sorry. Because At the beginning of lockdowns here in Germany, my mother came to me saying I should let her live with me in my house because, wait for it, I'm your mother. Well, I let her watch a movie. I let her move into the granny apartment. It has a separate entrance. It has one bedroom, one kitchen, has one bedroom, one bathroom, kitchen, dining room, and a living room. While slept in the bedroom in the apartment, she used the main kitchen to cook her meals, but refused to share cooked meals. Used the main living room to watch TVs, basically. Acted as if she owned the house. Any of my complaints, she likewise dismissed. I am your mother. It came to a head when I was working on a computer at the living room. There was a lull where the system startup was doing the thing. So I went to the kitchen to brew up tea and have a snack. During this time, my mother went in the living room watched TV, but I had listening uh, Vivid's Vivaldi's Four Seasons, so she started pulling power plugs in an attempt to shut off the music. One of the first plugs she pulled was, of course, the computer I've been working on. When she came back from the kitchen, she rejected any fault for it, according to her. It was clearly my fault because she had to shut off the music to watch TV. So why would she feel free to shut off my music in my house? Not to mention that I had to start over the system startup. Well, because I am your mother. Of course, this is where we're going. I countered, and my mother is a guest in my house. So until you behave like a guest, you better go to your apartment. She didn't like being treated like that. One bit. She went to her apartment and left. I went to a hardware store and bought new locks. Until then, the keys for the main door also worked for the apartment door, and vice versa. The inside door connecting the apartment and the main house didn't have locks at all. So yes, I looked at the main part of the house. And then phone calls started. First, my brother, to whom I suggest take her in. The house he lives in alone is even larger than mine. Then my older sister, who has two spare rooms in her husband's condo, since her children moved out a long time ago, and who didn't like the suggestion. She took she should take our mother in either. My sister's daughter, somewhat surprised, when I explained to her that the house belongs to me and not her grandmother. Her brother only called to get my confirmation about that. Sorry. My brother's son was actually on my side, but warned me about my mother's planning something. So a few days later, while running errands, I get a call from the hardware store from which I bought new locks. They told me that the police had called them to send someone to open the house. What my mother had done, she called the police for help because her son had locked her out of her own house. Well, when the officers at my house confronted me with that, I simply told them to try her key at the door on the side. Obviously, they didn't have done that before. They wanted proof that I was actually who who owned the house. Oddly enough, the copies of the dead or the deed I had at home were no one or they were nowhere to be found. So I called an attorney. He sent one of his parents two new copies. He also brought eviction papers, telling me to consider it. I simply asked for a pen. A couple of days later, my mother moved in with my brother, older sister, and her husband helped her move with her stuff. Brother made a last effort to make me change my mind. My sister merely threatened me with contempt. Brother-in-law told me quietly to veto our mother moving in with them. You sneaky little devils. Before my sister even made this gesture. But isn't the end. Police officers are pressing charges for falsely reporting a crime. Me locking her out. Everyone and his little brother had called me to take back the charges. I hadn't pressed them in the first place. It's out of my hand. To tell the police, it's all just misunderstanding, or at least put in a good word for her. Why, of course, she is your mother. Edit. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, I'm gonna skim this. Okay. So basically, what this saying is, y'all can read it for yourself. You can pause the video, but thing is, I'm not gonna read all this. This is just edit. This is just edit. This is what they put in when. Oh, yeah, it's just edit. You can see by that right there. All right, now let's get to the updated version. This is short, of course. Update to I am your mother. Excuse me for dragging my feet with this update, but finally here it is. My mother has disowned and dishonored this inher- this inherited me. I really do not care about practical efforts or effects of that, but it still hurts. Brother called me last week to tell me that our mother wants me to pay her fine to tell all interested parties that I did it. My response to that, then it will be court for court to decide who is at fault. Though, before it came to that, my brothers will pay in her name just to get the legal side of out of it in the world. In the meantime, nephew had fallen out with my brother. The uh, story behind it isn't mine to tell, but I think I can say here, nephew is taking my side in this. Don't do any favors in that. Didn't do any favors in that. One more happy note. He is going to buy my neighbor's house. Former sister-in-law and her parents are going to contribute to the down payment. They came by last weekend to have a look for themselves before they came to commit. If things goes as planned, he's going to move in this autumn. About the mess, they said that in my family, if my family wants to kick me out, they're more happy to adopt me in their family. After what I did was only for their grandson. Oh, sorry. I had to do it. I could adopt, or I could use some more tidbits. Oh, God. And maybe I will in the comments. But this is just important parts all wrapped up, or so I hope. Say the wholesome, sad but wholesome ending. I'm sorry that you're going through this. That's surprising. All right, next one. My dad had a Karen encounter at the grocery store. No, actually, yes, let's do it. And this will be the last one for today. And I hope you guys enjoyed it with this. So let's get to it. Oh, last night when I did the r/no sleep, yeah, I didn't get no sleep, barely. So that kept me up. So this happened a while ago, and my dad came home to tell me, and my son, and my mom. So I thought I should share with you all. So my dad was at the grocery store just getting all his dinner, and he was in the bakery section. He was looking for some cookies and circling around the display table, and there was a big woman and a child too there too. We called her Karen. My dad is circling around the table. I guess Karen thought he was following her because she proudly said, if you are going to take pictures of man of me and my daughter's ass, I will call security. Keep in mind, my dad is very shy, calm, loyal, polite man, but he's very short tempered. He loves my mom very much and would do anything for her. He also didn't have his phone out. He has to deal with a lot of shitty people at his job sometimes. Like this, it's not what he needed. My dad my dad laughs and says, I think you'll have a lose I think you'll have to lose about 30 pounds before I take pictures of you. The woman looked offended and walked away very quickly. Just before she made it out of the bakery, my dad finds the cookies and goes, Hey, look, I found what I was looking for. He then pulls out his phone, takes a picture of it. The woman scoffed and turned away. My dog, my dad laughed his ass off and went home. Just went home. I loved it so much. Thanks for the awesome dad. So that your dad's hilarious. Your dad's awesome. OP, man, that that's hilarious. OP, I'm I'm thrilled that your dad goes, Hey, look, I found what I was looking for. That is just hilarious. OP, that's just hilarious. A fat mama joke. Oh shit, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. So that's all it was gonna be for today, guys. And I hope y'all enjoyed. If I can get back to it, for sure. I hope y'all enjoyed. And that was pretty hilarious. That OP, your your parent, your dad. Oh my god. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say. I'm not. OP. Your dad is just hilarious. If I ever meet y'all, I wanna. Man, whatever. But that'll be it for No, and fuck off. There we go. And now, nothing happened. People on YouTube, don't do that. You do that, I want to challenge you for $200. When I'm just reading r/slash entitled parents, you never do that. You never do that. I'll see you guys next time on another note.